Welcome back, guys. This is King Weebs here, and this is what if Naruto had the Karma Seal Part 4. A lot of you may not be getting used to these new parts, especially because I'm pretty sure I got a few subs when I was doing the 3-part series, and some may remember that I used to do more, like a lot more parts, like maybe even 7, maybe. Anyways. This it depends on how much I cover over the 6 parts. It may be 6, maybe 7, one day maybe even 8. Depends. But anyways, I just found out about someone who has left the scenes, and it really made me sad. I just wanted to shout him out, whatever he is, if he ever watches this video. I just want to let you know, Astro from Twitter, you made my intro. That I hope you're all doing well, wherever you are. You left, and I actually wanted a new intro, but I'll try my best because I actually wanted to make my old intro, my latest old intro, with him. So I wanted him to make it similar to my old one that I made myself, but of course he's not here anymore. So let me stop rambling and just want to send some love and thank you for the intro and the outro that I have right now. And the intro that I have right now would have became my outro. Anyways, last time we left off with Naruto actually deciding to train with Tsukome over the next 2 weeks, since he was not allowed to take the Chunin exams. Kakashi actually told the Hokage that Naruto is much stronger than a Chunin, maybe even stronger as a Jonin, since even Uncle can't beat Naruto at this point. And after the Hokage found out about this, he realized that Naruto may just be the next Minato anyways. And so he actually wanted to see Naruto's strength up close himself, however not right now. He was going to do it during the 2 weeks of training, well, the 2 weeks before. It wasn't actually 2 weeks of training, 2 weeks before, prior the Chunin exams. However, on the first day of the 2 weeks, Naruto and Tsukome finally trained together for the first time in a while, in a long while, to be honest, like around a month. Now, maybe more than a month. Naruto and Tsukome have not lost their chemistry, and they know a lot about each other. However, they don't know about the new techniques. Naruto and Tsukome go at it and keep training, first taijutsu, then into jutsus. Their taijutsu was actually really impressive. However, Naruto just had a slight edge. Tsukome had a slight edge on Naruto, especially because she was trained by Madara. Naruto, of course, even though he wasn't trained by Madara, gets really close to beating Tsukome, which just shows to Tsukome how strong Naruto truly is. I needed to find the right wording for that, sorry. Now, of course, after this, Naruto and Tsukome just take a break, and Naruto asks how did she get this strong. He was training with someone, well, he doesn't know, and Tsukome said she was training on her own in jutsus that she found out that she could do, and Naruto's like, that's sick. Well, he doesn't say that's sick, he says that's amazing. And Naruto then says, are you ready for the next part? And as they say that, the Hokage actually says, I've seen your taijutsu. It's really good, both of you. I commend you. However, Naruto, since you won't be participating in the Chunin exams, I would like to test your strength myself. Otherwise, I won't know if I should truly make you into a Chunin, maybe even a Jonin if you impress me. Anyways, Naruto then says, sure, no problem. Naruto has not taken any sort of damage. In fact, even though Tsukome had the had some edge on Naruto actually had the edge on taijutsu abilities. Tsukome was just really good with it. She was more like a natural talent, while Naruto is a mature fruit, the best way I can describe it. While Tsukome is still needing to improve. Naruto, of course, covered that little gap in power, not in power, but in power, sorry, with his skill. Anyways, and that's how Naruto wasn't able. That's how Tsukome wasn't able to put a dent into Naruto at all. Same as Naruto into Tsukome, vice versa, basically. Anyways, that just shows how much on the levels each other are. Anyways, after this, Naruto begins to get ready to fight the Hokage. The Hokage takes off his normal clothes and uses his fighting clothes because if Kakashi says that Naruto was able to take the bells without even Kakashi noticing, that must mean Naruto is strong, like really strong. There must be something that he's hiding. The Hokage does not know about Naruto's Karma Seal or anything. The only two people that know are the Naruto and Ryo, but Ryo of course is gone. And we all know why Ryo can't take over Naruto or something like that, because of his hybrid abilities. Since we have not seen someone like Hogoromo do it, we don't know. The only people that we have seen trying to do it is, well, one did it, which is Momoshiki, but he's a full Otsutsuki, so I can't say if hybrid Otsutsukis are capable of doing that, or if we do find out about hybrid Otsutsuki, he or she might not even be able to give a Karma Seal, because that might be just exclusive to the main branch. You know what I mean? Full-blooded Otsutsuki. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on. There are so many things we still don't know about the Otsutsuki clan that we still need to know, and I can't wait for it. Anyways, now Naruto actually begins the fight against the Hokage by actually blitzing him. The Hokage, by trying to blitz him. Sorry, I should word that properly. Naruto tries to blitz the Hokage, but of course he doesn't understand truly how strong the Hokage is. How strong the Hokage is. Again, my wording is bad. Anyways, now Naruto sees the Hokage blocking it easily and thought that maybe it was just a fluke. Of course, having a bit of arrogancy here, Naruto tries it again. Second time he fails. Then he calms down, realizing that this is the Hokage. There's no way something like that was going to even work against him. And so Naruto backs up, and as he was doing it, he backflips and does a fireball jutsu. The Hokage then does his own, engulfing Naruto's and going straight towards him. Naruto widens his eyes, however, he does not fear. Naruto then says, alright then, if I can't dodge it, I'll just have to counterattack. And as he says that, Naruto actually uses his water release to actually create a barrier around him. Something that even Naruto didn't know he could do. However, he did it on the spot. And as he did it, Naruto was unscathed from this. However, he wasn't done. He lands on the ground and completely neutralizes the Hokage. Well, that's what he thought. Naruto made a few clones while he tried to blitz the Hokage, and they all surrounded him, and some of them even restrained him. Of course, he took multiple clones just to restrain the Hokage. However, Naruto does not know that this is not the real Hokage. The Hokage was already behind the true Naruto, the real one, and kicks him right in the hip, which actually makes all the other clones it's not a spell, but poof away. Naruto's god damn it. And as he says that he has to body flicker away somewhere else, he body flickers away, and the Hokage is like, from what I've seen, you have a really interesting technique there. And Naruto's like, that was just a fluke. You shouldn't be impressed by that. But anyways, the Hokage then actually says, my turn then. And already being in front of Naruto not even noticing it, realizes that he's in trouble. And so, Naruto instinctively uses his warp ability. And just saying, Naruto's warping ability is not constant, it's not infinite. Of course, if I gave it infinitely, Naruto would be the most overpowered motherfucker that there is. But of course, he has a time limit. However, his time limit is a lot longer. So, I'll say 10 minutes. However, his chakra draining is much higher than the Mangekyo. Anyways, especially because Naruto has not mastered this technique yet. Once he masters it, of course, the time limit will actually decrease, but the chakra, the chakra strain will be much lower. Of course, you'd think that you'd rather have it for a longer time, but with more chakra loss. However, you're wrong, because if Naruto loses too much chakra, he won't be able to do many other jutsus. I know he may be unintangible for however long, but if Naruto does not have enough chakra to continue fighting, there's no point, especially if the opponent is able to survive Naruto. Well, that's pretty much unlikely, unless you're Madara or Uchiha, and he'll definitely find a way around you. There's no way that he won't find a way around you. Anyways, there is a weakness to this, however. Naruto, even though he's unintangible, there must be somewhere that his body goes. And that is something that is true. Naruto's body does go into a different dimension. It's literally the Kamui. It's literally Naruto has the Kamui. However, since Ryo was not a full, well, he wasn't a full-blooded, well, he was a hybrid. He was an Otsutsuki and part of that different alien clan I'm not going to name. But however, since he was just a hybrid, he didn't get the full power. But of course, if I leave it like that, it will be a plot hole. And so I will say that Naruto's actual body goes into a dimension that can be reached by every single Rinnegan user. So Naruto, if he comes across a Rinnegan user, he's unable to use his unintangibility, and not only a Rinnegan user, an Otsutsuki. So if you pretty much have 6 Rasengan powers, you're an Otsutsuki, or you have the Rinnegan, your Naruto cannot warp through you. Also, the Sharingan. Yes, the Sharingan too. So any Dojutsu users that are linked to Hogoromo are basically immune to Naruto's unintangibility, which shows a lot, especially because not every single person in this world has unintangibility in the first place anyways. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, wait, hold up, but you just nerfed the unintangibility so hard, like, Naruto's so vulnerable now. However, no, not every single person has a Sharingan, not every single person is an Otsutsuki, all has the Rinnegan. So, there is a lot that Naruto can't do. And also, we know that there are a lot of Otsutsuki out there, and pretty much, and also Seijo 6 Path Powers users, chakra users, and we know that since, well, there is a way to actually beat Naruto without even being one of them, by just having the Seijo 6 Paths tools, which have Seijo 6 Paths powers in them, which just goes to show that Naruto is really vulnerable to anyone in this world, like, really. Anyways, now, especially because the main villain of Naruto and the main villains of Boruto are pretty much Otsutsuki, so Naruto's really nerfed. Anyways, however, he gets stronger over time. Now, I'm going to stop rambling and go on. Anywho, Naruto, of course, using unintangibility, was able to warp through the Hokage's knee, who, of course, was about to hit his face. The Hokage was confused, falling to the ground. Naruto then stands back up and says this is over, and as he says that, he becomes into poison, which even Tsukuyomi was confused on, and the Hokage is like, so this is your Genkai. And anyways, Naruto creates a dragon of poison, but both the Hokage and Naruto stop midway, realizing that if they do continue this fight, it might cause trouble for Tsukuyomi and many other people, especially if Naruto's poison evaporates into the air. It just will contaminate the air of the village, and it could affect other people and even poison them, and some may even lose their lives. Naruto and the Hokage, realizing straight away the Hokage about to use a pretty strong fire jutsu, a really strong fire technique. Anyways, and Naruto realizing that if these two clash, Naruto could even feel the fire chakra building up into the Hokage. Of course, they both stop midway, even the dragon, and Naruto actually then decreases the poison levels to 0, and then actually dispels the dragon. Anyways, now The Hokage then says, Naruto, very well done. I believe you're a really strong shinobi. I would give you Jonin rank. However, I'm only going to give you Chunin because of the amount of experience you're lacking in. Anyways, your abilities can be worked on, and you have a lot to learn. I'm sure one day you'll find your master. You won't be Kakashi, that's for sure. And Naruto asks why not Kakashi. And, the Hokage knows about Jiraiya being out there, and Jiraiya, of course, is Naruto's godfather, and he's a really strong shinobi which Naruto can learn from. Anyways, now, Tsukuyomi wanted to know what Naruto was hiding, and Naruto said, well, you've seen my eye and my my Heike Genkai. Anyways, Tsukuyomi thought that Naruto got even stronger during this month, and if they truly were to fight, Naruto would win easily. Tsukuyomi would have been caught off guard by that Heike Genkai, and she doesn't know Naruto's full body can become poisonous, which just goes to show how strong Naruto is. Now, Tsukuyomi then says she wants to fight Naruto too, and Naruto says alright then. And they continue fighting with the jutsus, and Tsukuyomi realizes that even her wood release cannot do anything to Naruto. However, one jutsu did, the wood binding, and he actually binded Naruto even when he was trying to destroy it with his poison. And she realized every single one of her jutsus can get stronger and be able to counter Naruto. And yes, one more thing, something that I completely forgot to mention. Naruto's intangibility does not work against Sage Mode users. So any type of Sage Mode, no matter what kind of Sage Mode, it will work on Naruto. Anyways, and any type of Sharingan, 1 Tomoe, 2 Tomoe, 3 Tomoe, if there is 4 Tomoe out there, I'm joking, but Mangekyo, Eternal Mangekyo, then goes the Rinnegan, Rinne Sharingan, Ultimate Rinne Sharingan, that's what I call it, the red one. Anyways, now, of course, Naruto, who has been fighting Tsukuyomi for a while, and Tsukuyomi's wood release abilities just got stronger. Just by fighting Naruto, she realized how much stronger she can get with Naruto. And so, she continued training with Naruto, training and training. Not only does Naruto get stronger, but even Tsukuyomi. Over time, they became really strong, and now it was time for the Chunin exams. Now, Team 7 meets Sakura, who got a lot stronger. Sasuke, who got a lot stronger, 3 Tomoe Sharingan now, and he's been training with Kakashi to learn more of the Chidori. He hasn't gone too far, however he's learned some new techniques. And Tsukuyomi has gone stronger, even stronger than every single one of them, even together, individually, and she's even stronger than herself before the 2 weeks. So she's double her strength now, and she has more abilities now. Thanks to Naruto's intense training. Of course, it wasn't only Naruto, but also her hard work. Now, the Chunin exam, first exam goes easily for Team 7. And since Naruto's not in here, it's not too much that she'll cover, especially the first part. The first part goes fairly similar. Lee still challenging Sasuke, Sasuke still wanting to fight, and here pretty much nearly getting slapped up until he activates his Sharingan, and then Lee actually was about to take off his weights, but then Might Guy comes in telling Lee to don't do that, or I told you only do it when it's time to do it. It's not time to do it right now. And Sasuke kind of got offended because he's like, well, I'm not worthy enough, whatever. Anyways, now Team 7 passes easily the first exam, Sakura being smart, Tsuki actually being way smarter than Sakura, and Sasuke being fairly smart. They pass easily. And the next part was the Forest of Death. Anko explains everything, and Team 7 heads in. Here, Orochimaru is aware of Tsukuyomi. However, he does not want Tsukuyomi, even though it's Madara's granddaughter. He thought of it. However, if he gets Madara in a bad mood, he knows he has no escaping. He knows he's getting killed. There's no escaping Madara. Really, is there? Even Orochimaru would get slapped by Madara. If the 5 Kage were way stronger than Orochimaru, Orochimaru would definitely get slapped by 5 all out 5 Kage. Yeah, there's no way of him surviving. And Madara slapped them with ease, not even trying. So yeah, anyways, after a while, Team 7 still gets attacked. And here Orochimaru is able to take out Tsukome quickly. He just wants to get this over with. He doesn't want to get in, you know, a fight against Madara's granddaughter. He doesn't know what she could be hiding. And he truly doesn't. He's not expecting her to have the Mangekyo. If she did, he wouldn't even care. And plus, he would definitely take it anyways. Take her body. Now, after this, Sasuke gets his bite, but Tsukome arrives again, pretty pissed off, looking a bit like Levi against the Beast Titan, and literally tries to slice off Orochimaru's neck. However, Orochimaru is easily able to escape this, and actually just says goodbye and escapes. Sakura carrying Sasuke, they actually rest next to a tree, and the Sound Trio still come and attack them. Here Tsukome is easily able to take them out and even nearly killed them. However, her true self stopped her alter ego basically, and plus the influence from Naruto. She remembers his smile, and she remembers that Naruto always gives a second chance, and so she stops in her tracks, and then tells them to give the scroll and go. Sasuke then wakes up with his curse mark and actually attacks Tsukome. Tsukome easily taking out Sasuke, sorry, and takes him to the tower with Sakura. Sakura apologizes for not doing anything, and Tsukome says, there's no need to apologize. Anyways, let's go rest. The preliminaries begin, and Naruto here is actually present. Naruto wants to see how they do. And anyways, Naruto, of course, was watching. He actually got his Chunin vest. Just saying. Yes, Naruto got his Chunin vest, and he was actually looking forward to this match. And yeah, now Team 7 easily wins their fights, and the double knockout is between Hinata and Neji. However, Tsukome's fight is a lot different. Kiba was not expecting what Tsukome did. Tsukome was easily able to take out Kiba by just using her bloodlust. Kiba stopped in his tracks with Akamaru, and they just straight away gave up. Sasuke of course beat the guy the same way, and here Sakura had a massive advantage, and of course with her inhumane strength she was able to punch a hole right in front of Ino. Ino tried to take control of the Sakura's mind. However, Sakura was way too strong minded at this time of the story, thanks to all her training, thanks to the strong people that she's around, and she doesn't want to slack, and she wants to actually be something. Anyways, now Rock Lee's fight goes pretty much the same exact way, and of course all the fights go the same. The 1 month training is announced, and here Tsukome actually decides to go and train under someone that she hasn't trained on yet, and she says that she'll be training on her own, and no one actually went to find her or something, even Naruto. Tsukome said to leave me alone for this 1 month, and then to see me on the last day. So Tsukome left the village afterwards, leaving a clone just in case, a wood clone, in her home, and then going to Obito. Well, some people know him as Madara or Toby. Toby was more than happy to train Tsukome, and since he had his warping ability, he just helped Tsukome understand more and more about Naruto's ability. Naruto literally has the Kamui, so it should be fine for her, right? But she is a Sharingan user, so she's actually immune to Naruto's ability anyways. Now, Naruto still, one day, he was actually walking down the streets of the village. I said streets of the Hokage, and bumps into, Jiraiya. Jiraiya then says, "Hello, so you must be Naruto." Naruto asks how he knows his name, and Jiraiya says that he's heard of him. And he asks Naruto when he became a Chunin, and Naruto said that He was actually in a team, but the Hokage actually decided to allow him to become a Chunin after they sparred a bit. And Jiraiya was like, so you were able to impress the Hokage as well. Very, very interesting. Anyways, will you be able to impress someone like me? And Naruto says, may I know who you are? Even though Naruto did pay attention in the academy, he really doesn't remember every single person that he's learned about. And of course, the legendary Sannin individually, they learned about every single one of them, even the Orochimaru's betrayal and everything. Anyways, now Naruto recognized him finally, and Kakashi and Anko were going to start thinking about marriage afterwards, after a bit, not now, but anyways. Of course, Naruto and Jiraiya actually became student and teacher, because Jiraiya actually really wanted to train Naruto, and Naruto really wanted to train underneath Jiraiya. Jiraiya teaches him the summoning jutsu and completes his taijutsu training. Naruto's taijutsu is perfect now, and that took 2 weeks altogether. And then Jiraiya gives Naruto a jutsu to learn, and that was the Rasengan. Naruto takes a full 2 weeks to actually be able to use the Rasengan with one hand. Anyways, no, with a clone, just one hand. After this, Naruto continued training. However, on the last day, he actually went to visit Tsukome, and he actually found the real Tsukome. Tsukome has returned, stronger than ever, and much more strong-willed to get the Nine Tails at this point. However, she doesn't feel like it's time yet. And plus, the Obito said that he will be sending two Akatsuki members later on to actually capture Naruto. And if they fail, we'll just have to find out more about the tail beast, and then continue our missions after 3 years. Of course, now the two Akatsuki members, we all know them as Itachi and Kisame. After all of this, the Chunin exam finals begin. Tsukome and Naruto did talk the day before, and they got to socialize a bit more. And the Tsukome that Naruto saw was a bit of both of the Tsukomes anyways. Now, the first fight is Tsukome versus Sakura. Sakura has been training quite a bit, like a lot. I'm not going to say much, and just saying Tsukome's training was literally her training against the Kami basically. Anyways, of course it wasn't forever, and then Obito did teach her a few jutsus, which I'm not going to mention here. Anyways, of course Sasuke learned the Chidori, and also he learned the Raikyu, or the Lightning Hound, which is a really strong jutsu. And Sakura continued her training, physical training, and yeah, the fight begins, and Sakura goes in for a punch into Tsukome's face, and Tsukome easily being able to dodge this and knee her in the stomach. She says no hard feelings, right? And Sakura says don't get too cocky, and literally punches the ground underneath Tsukome, which actually crumbles the ground, and Tsukome actually gets caught off guard. And Sakura was about to finish the fight off by punching Tsukome right in the face. However, Tsukome then just smiles and body flickers behind her, and actually catches Sakura mid-air when she was actually trying to punch Tsukome where she was before, and has a kunai to her neck saying give up or you might get hurt. Sakura then says alright, I'll give up, with a smile on her face, and says, oh well, I wasn't going to pass and I wasn't going to win anyway, but I'll try at least. And Tsukome actually said yes he did. And they all went back to the stands, and Naruto congratulated Tsukome, but he also praised Sakura quite a bit. Naruto said that any other genin would have actually got hit by that technique, or by that combo, and even knocked out if it was someone, a normal genin. Now, after this, the next fight was meant to be Sasuke's, which got postponed as per normal, and it's Shikamaru. Shikamaru easily outsmarts Temari, and then it's Kankuro. However, Kankuro's fight didn't go as well. Shino's fight didn't go as planned because Kankuro just gave up. Now, Sasuke arrives last second and begins his fight against Gaara. Gaara actually, the fight at the beginning goes exactly the same, other than now Gaara actually tries to, use his sand to attack Sasuke. Sasuke gets impaled by the sand right in the chest and the stomach area. Everyone gasps. However, Naruto saw through this, same as Tsukome. Sakura's like, what's happening? And just saying, if I didn't mention it, Sakura had this superhuman strength because she actually really looked up to Tsunade, and so she actually wanted to learn, become basically her, but even stronger, and so she actually found that way, and it was the same way, actually concentrating a lot of chakra into your fists. Anyways, now, of course, Sasuke getting impaled by that sand shocked pretty much everyone except the people who actually knew what was happening, and then Sasuke turned into lightning, electrocuting Gaara and making him more vulnerable to lightning based attacks because there was lightning still sparking around him, and Sasuke came in with the lightning hound, then a Chidori, which Gaara was still able to stop the lightning hound, but then the Chidori was too strong and he went through Gaara's sand dome, not sure what to call it. Anyways, after this, now Gaara lost it. The Genjutsu was casted on everyone, and the people who were able to escape it was Sasuke, Naruto, Shino, Tsukome, Sakura, and all the other Jonin. Anyways, and of course the two Sand siblings remaining, Temari and Kankuro, then take, half Shukaku Gaara to transform somewhere else, and then Shukaku would destroy the village. Sasuke follows them, still being jealous, and actually using his Curse Mark 1 state, realizing that Gaara was holding back this whole time, pissed him off enough to actually activate it, and he followed him. Naruto then actually told Kakashi that he'll be going after them, and Kakashi said, no wait, Naruto, and as he says that, Naruto already disappears. Now, of course, Tsukome was actually denied permission to go, same as Sakura, saying that this is a suicide mission. Naruto will return, however he'll be injured, which is true. Naruto will be injured. Now, and also Tail Beasts and Jinchuriki will be able to attack Naruto because they're part of the Tentos, which had 6 stage mode powers. And yes, that's the only reason I'm saying this. Of course, I'm adding a lot of people, but it's something that I completely forgot to mention. Same as stage mode, which I mentioned a bit prior to this. However, now, after this, Naruto, who finally, of course, got rid of those shinobi that were following him, sound shinobi, and then Kankuro was easy to beat. Kankuro, of course, tried to use his poisons, his poison with his puppets, but Naruto was able to go through them and not destroy them, but knock out Kankuro, since he's pretty much immune to any poison at this point, since his body is literally made out of poison. Temari then was slapped away by Gaara, and Gaara was slapping up Sasuke. Now Naruto arrives, and after this, Naruto makes a clone to take Sasuke away. Gaara then transforms into full Shokaku's state because his anger and rage went far enough, and now Naruto had to summon Gamabunta. Here, Gamabunta actually was able to beat Shokaku without even transforming, thanks to Naruto. Naruto, of course, being able to deal immense amount of damage to Shokaku himself. In the end, they were able to beat Shokaku, and actually Naruto Taku no Jutsu's Gaara, not headbutting him, but actually hugging him here. And in the end, Gaara and Naruto fall to the ground. Naruto catches Gaara, and then they go back to the stadium, when the training exams was happening. Of course, he picks up Temari and Kankuro on the way, and once he arrives there, everything is finished. The leaf attack is over. The Hokage just finished off his jutsu, not being able to pull out the full soul of Orochimaru, only his arms. Fainted. Didn't faint, however, we all know he dies, and then the sound for retreat with Orochimaru. The barrier is lifted, and they all go to see what happened. Now, the Hokage was dead. They could tell there was no breathing or heartbeat. Then, a few days later, the funeral was held. Jiraiya still asked to become the Hokage, the fifth Hokage. However, he declined, saying that there's someone more capable of him to become the Hokage, and that one person we all know as Tsunade. And that is where I'm going to end off. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe, of course. And yeah, also, if you know how to make intros, actually, I'll do it myself. I just realized. Anyways, now, one last thing I want to mention is that this is pre-recorded a long while ago. So if sometimes you guys don't get a video, it's because either I'm taking a day off to actually record more videos to be further ahead, or it's actually me being lazy, or just exporting problems, because sometimes I get an exporting problem which sometimes keeps happening. Once it happened 10 times and I just gave up. I couldn't be asked, and I just took a day off. Literally, it literally crashed 10 times. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet, and Ratreet's birthday is coming up February 2nd, so wait, never mind. Ratreet's birthday is probably gone by now, since I have 3 more parts, which brings us to 29th, 35th. Yeah, wait, this part, wait, let me check 1 second. Nope. Part 2 came out on February 2nd, which is his birthday. Anyways, I will wish him a happy birthday, of course. I will never forget about his birthday. He's my best friend. And don't forget to subscribe to him. Subscribe to my second channel, The King of Noobs, which I probably would have uploaded by now, unless the event is taking so long, which it is. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to Hxmesh, my friend from school. Very good friend. Takes a piss, but I take the piss out of him too. And follow Shokri on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to join the Discord server, link in the description below. And one last thing, or 2 last things. If you want some good quality anime merch, you can go get it from Beautiful Halo. Link in the description below. Use my link to get to actually support the channel. And if you buy something, you can and your order goes over $49 plus, or over $49, you can use the code MEME for 5% off. And if your order goes over $99 plus, you can get 10% off with the same code MEME. I feel like someone's coming downstairs, I'm scared. Anyways, also go to lamptee.com to get some good quality lamps, LED lamps. They light up, and of course you can change the colors and everything. I'm getting one myself in a few days, and I chose the Luffy one. Also, you can use on any order, you can get 10% off with the code LAMPTEE-TKOW. Oh no, not TKOW, the King of Weebs. Everything capital except for the O and F, and LAMPTEE, the L is capital. If you still don't understand, once you read the description, it should show there. You can just copy and paste it. And that is pretty much where I'm going to end off. Anyways, as always, my ducklings, you're dismissed. And have a good day. Stay safe out there. Corona is really getting to a lot of people, and it's getting to me. My head hurts. Like, literally, I have to spend so much time with family. It's just so long. And yeah, I don't like family time. I like people out, like my main family. My mom, I shouldn't say this, but anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here, and my ducklings, you're dismissed. I've been streaming a lot more nowadays, and anyways, peace.